Morgan, obviously a huge weekend for the Pirates, getting wins over POU and UPS, both of them by 1 goal. Different ways of winning, coming from behind on Saturday, building a lead, losing the lead, and then regaining the lead and preserving that on Sunday.
Yeah.
So give us your recap of this weekend.
Yeah, it was obviously very good weekend for us as far as results go. More importantly, we played really well. I think that we rose to the occasion of the games, and more than that, the challenge to our guys the whole week was to really own the team as far as, take ownership, be assertive, be proactive to solve situations throughout the weekend, and I thought our guys did excellent at that. Even when especially against PLU, we go down a goal against the run of play. They had one good counterattack from our mistake, and for our guys to just continue to be persistent and eventually get the winner. We love college soccer, that we can play overtime. It's the beauty of our game, and so that was really nice that we got to have the overtime, and so we did well in that overtime period. And then from there, against UPS, I thought it was a great game. Again, they scored off a set piece, so not always during the run of play did they have their chances, but one good set piece for them, one good goal for them, and then we just kept battling and kept going, and eventually, our game won out, and that was very, very good for our guys to take the confidence from that. I think especially going into these next 3 games as well.
We've talked a lot about our style of play, our form, those kind of things.
Yeah.
But do you see this team developing a certain mental toughness to go along with that as the season progresses?
Yeah, I mean, I think early on we put ourselves in a lot of bad situations from our own mistakes, and we oftentimes would come into games not being the most assertive where we can be assertive. And so I think the mental toughness for us this weekend came as a maturity in solving situations before they came up, and staying really, really true to who we were in the game, and what we want from our style of play, and eventually having that prevail was awesome. And so I think you gain confidence from that, and hopefully you learn from that, and not think that we can go into games not being prepared the best we can, and that should be, we should have toughness not in the battle but also before the battle. So that was good.
Back on the road this weekend at Willamette and at Linfield.
Yeah.
Talk about what we're going to face from the 2 Cats.
Yeah, so we obviously know Saturday is a big game for us, because depending on what happens in the rest of the league, it can be a defining game for the conference championship for us. So for our guys are so excited to be able to do that as early as we possibly can. So Linfield is an incredible team. They only have 1 win on the season, which blows my mind because they're very, very good. And here I think we won maybe 1-0 or 2-1, very close game, and they're very organized. I watched them play against Pacific, and they ended up losing that game, I think, in overtime. But they were up a goal twice in the game or something like that, and or they came back every time to tie the game, and they've been playing very, very well. And so I know they're going to be a handful. They have some very good players. Their center forward's very good. They have 2 good center backs. Their goalkeeper has had some amazing games against us in the past, and so that's going to be a challenge. And then obviously playing out Willamette is always difficult. I think we have 1 win there in 4 years or something. So it's very difficult, and so we know we have to be at our absolute best when we go into that game. And our guys are as prepared as ever and are very excited for this road trip, and hope we play as well as we did this weekend.